Hello.
Hiya. We will talk about the events in a bit. Okay, the events?
What events?
That's just it, not much. Not a whole lot. We have not been outside now for yesterday or today because we got another one of those. Well, we didn't hear. We got the cooler. The temperature dropped about 20, 30 degrees in one afternoon. That can make you feel a little cold if you go outside. Ew, brr. Anyway, and then they said another, what do they call those? Bomb cyclones or bomb tornadoes. Anyway, it was wrapping around us. We didn't get it down here in southeast Nebraska. They got, well, let's see. I know it hit Colorado, western Nebraska, southeast, South Dakota, northern Nebraska, the whole northern part of central Nebraska. Hit most of the state, just didn't hit down in this lower third down here. Anyway, and then it went, last I heard somebody from Michigan saying that they were getting snow. So, yeah, it's headed that way. But hopefully, this will not create nearly as much damage because we're still got a lot of damage from the other one. We don't need more of that heavy flooding and stuff that we got from that off the Missouri, and then, you know, the buried cattle and livestock and animals and stuff, and the whole loss of whole villages or towns through the breaking of a dam. Hopefully none. We don't want any more of that for us or any other state. It's just too much. And so, yes, it is the tornado season, but this is not what they call. This may be called a cyclone or tornado, but is not actually that. I would compare it more to back, if you ever watched The Perfect Storm, the movie was based off of actual events that happened out over the ocean, and came out and it just kind of met in that spot and created that, what they call a perfect storm. It was like 3 or 4 different directions, all these fronts hitting together at once. This wasn't like all these different fronts, but what it was a hook that came all the way up and across, and it up in the upper atmosphere or whatever. I'm not a meteorologist or whatever, but it just caused mayhem. But we are in the tornado season, which means there are going to be tornadoes. Hopefully we don't know where they'll be at. We don't know if we'll get any here particularly. That's the nature of tornadoes. But this was more of a predictable event by satellite than a regular tornado would be. They'd put us in a warning, and we'd know maybe an hour or two ahead that we were in that warning. Whereas with this, you're in a warning for 24 hours or more. But it also gives significantly more damage over a lot bigger area than what a tornado would. Not that tornadoes are good. Lord knows. We know they're not. They're horrific for the places they hit and do tear apart. Okay, that's a lot of bad news. Well, I don't want to sound like I've got bad news all about everything.
No, you don't. You're just being newsy.
Don't insult me.
I don't mean like that news. I mean you're just telling the news.
Okay. Okay. I'm just talking about what's going on as I understand it. I'm not pretending to have an official report. Okay.
Not newsy.
Oh dear. They're gonna have to sit down for a while. I need to keep my hands busy doing something like this. Just because I do. Otherwise it looks like I'm beating up my puppets, and I don't want to make it look like that.
We appreciate that.
I heard you. Anyway, hey, look how far I am getting on this. I'm into my third 4-ounce skein, which it probably means it's about a 3 7/7. Anyway, and it's long, so, but see, the thing of it is, this is the length. This is going to be the full length of it going this way. This is going to be the width here. So these stripes are going to be going downward, if that makes any sense. So I have been working on that when I'm not working on other things and when I'm not sleeping. That's one thing as COPD progresses and you have less, I don't know how much of it is just being bored or, well, for one thing, some of my medications, and it isn't all for COPD. I am also bipolar, and I have I have to admit to it. It's a diagnosis, not something terrible I did. It's just something I happen to have. But anyway, it's a chemical imbalance. But I have medication that it stabilizes my moods and keeps me from, I don't know, I got what they call probably hypomanic. I don't remember, I mean, I remember people telling me I moved like 300 miles per hour around them, but I was just getting things done to me. My husband was always telling me to slow down. It just made me so mad. And now I think they'd all like to tell me, hey, we speed up a little. But I was really proud of myself at the lake the other day when I showed you how far I walked. And that was on gravel and uneven dirt. So I was really proud of myself because over the past years when I haven't had pneumonia or even bronchitis now for a little while. And I mean, I had some bad pneumonia there a couple times, but there were several times other than that I was really down because of my chronic bronchitis. And I mean, that stuff can knock the out of you. Anyway, and so I have been really working to build up, and it's just amazed Joe and I both, and this has been a couple of years ago, but he parked right there at the other side of the building, which was kind of like this, and he was parked here, the front door was over here, and I was able to manage to walk that, and it was slightly inclined, and it didn't bother me. I mean, yeah, I was breathing a little by the time we got there, but it really didn't bother me, so I was happy with that. And now it's just been getting better as far as, I mean, the COPD doesn't get better. It's just a progressive disease that doesn't get better. However, the symptoms cannot be so severe if I am able to do certain things. So, yeah. I'm feeling like, I'm doing more, at least for now, and I'm not going to worry about, what I might not be able to do tomorrow because, I didn't know the weather was going to turn cold yesterday either. So, and if I'd have been thinking about that, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed being outside as much. So, I didn't used to think that way. That's what getting my head put on straight by a few medications did for me. I know. I was saying that in a joking way, but it is kind of the truth because, you know, I don't get that anxiety producing stuff going that just, and I can still do that. I mean, believe me, I can still do that to myself if I don't catch myself, or if I start getting, you know, something starts going on with one of my kids or their grandkids. Oh, I can become another worry monster. You know, these worry monsters on my back again. So I'm trying to kick him off, because then what happens is I'm in there trying to figure it out and fix it, and I end up just making everybody mad. Yeah, I'm one of those. I can see you sitting there and getting all riled up. Don't you yell, my kid. Rosie's got me pegged.
Yeah, I can see it too. Do you still do that?
Just you.
Hey!
They get minds of their own. Even though it's coming from here, it surprises me a lot of the time, believe me.
We like to do that to her.
Yeah, I got a lot of critters running around up in there. And I didn't expect to say that either. Oh, you'd think, but no.
You know what? Rosie's gotten so chatty, and I hardly get to say anything anymore.
Well, what do you want to say, Buster?
I want to sing my song.
Well, who's stopping you?
On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snot, there was an old lady, and she got what she got. Oh, oh!
Hey! That wasn't nice.
I didn't say the old lady was you, but you are the old lady in the shoe. Oh,
You're not funny.
yes, I am. Ask them, they're laughing. They're laughing out there.
Don't look at me. I am not going to. It was funny. No, it was not. Yes, it was. Oh, dear. But I don't think it was nice of Buster.
I didn't say she was the old lady on the mountain. I said she was the old lady in the shoe.
She wears shoes.
Well, then she's in them. Her feet are.
Okay, if we're going to get that way. Why don't we sing the other song?
Good night, ladies.
Good night, fellers.
Good night, boys and girls.
It's time to say good night. What was that about? Forgot the words. You're not supposed to. I know what I did anyway. Oh, you don't need to cry or pout.
Okay.
Faker.
Yep. Anchor.
Yep.
Please subscribe and click that notifications bell.
And please do give us a thumbs up, because we're lovable. And we love you too. Bribery, bribery.
Please remember to smile. Yes, we have to give Buster's funny smile.
My smile isn't funny. It's sweet.
You too. It's better than. We'll see you tomorrow. Tell somebody you love them.